we stand here, it's the week of Christmas, but it's also the week of the penultimate release of the final parts of Stranger Things. We have the release on Christmas Day, the US, Boxing Day, 26 here in the UK. As we go into the new year, we have the release of the final parts. When those first parts of this final season came out, it was such a fateful moment, and that on that day, I'd watched the first couple of episodes, and then happened to be in a secondhand book store and found a copy of A Wrinkle in Time, which is a book which is a key part of actually the plot of that kind of early part of season five. And I wanted to give it a read and give it an understanding of why it was mentioned so much. And now that I've read it, it's the parallels between the two. You have, this group of adolescents embracing each other, embracing their differences, fighting this evil together, you know, doing it in different dimensions, saving the ones that they love. And what I'm describing here is both stories. What I'm describing is something that is key and a really clever message that goes through, and themes that go through both of the book of A Wrinkle in Time and the entire show of Stranger Things. In both, we have this really insidious evil trying to end connections between people. In A Wrinkle in Time, this darkness is trying to make everybody conform and get rid of individuality and get rid of the love and connection and just have everybody be the same. And then you have in Stranger Things Vecna, who just wants his darkness to take over. He thinks he knows what the world should be, and he's trying to bleed his world into the real world and have his vision be the true world. It's an amazing parallel there. And as we stand on the edge of the end of Stranger Things, I can only imagine where the Duffer Brothers are taking us with this in A Wrinkle in Time. It's those individual weaknesses. The kids are outcasts, but they brace their strengths and they embrace each other, and they get through together. And in A Wrinkle in Time, Lunglow's message is all about helping each other, the power of love and connection really kind of winning in the end of the day. And I think that's just how Stranger Things is going to go. It's going to be, those family connections. It's going to be the Byers family. It's going to be the Wheelers family. It's going to be the love between Hopper and Joyce, between Mike and Elle. It's going to be that original four, that almost like brotherly connection of friends. It's going to be Steve and Dustin. It's going to be all these things that help to win. And it's going to be corny, but it's been corny for over a decade. It's weaved through all this horror and nostalgia and mystery, but it's been corny. And and that doesn't matter. I think nostalgia is powerful. I'm really looking forward to all of that coming together, and I think we're going to see individuals surprise us still, and I think the Duffers will surprise us in these last few episodes, much like Will coming to power at the end of the previous chapter as it was released. But I just can't wait to see how it goes. What I also want to say is, I really recommend giving this book a go, A Wrinkle in Time. It is a young adult's book, but it's a sci-fi. It's not a long book, and I think therefore, it's a great time of year around Christmas when you maybe do have a bit of downtime just to give it a read. It's got my stamp of approval.